Good morning, this is Gaurav Nayab, your maths teacher, and today you'll be doing direct and inverse proportions. And the topic for today is inverse proportion, exercise 1C. So without delaying further, let's start. Inverse proportion is what? When one quantity increases and the other decreases, they are said to be inversely proportional to each other. And the best examples are weight and exercise. The more you exercise, the less will be the weight. So we can say that exercise and weight are inversely proportional to each other. Let us compare with some examples of the direct proportion from the previous exercise. We used to say if x is directly proportional to y, then we used to write it as x upon y is equals to k, where k was a constant. And we noted that the graph was a straight line. But if x is inversely proportional to y, then we will write it as x multiplied by y is equals to k. And now the graph will be not a straight line, but we'll get a hyperbola. Exercise 1C, question 2. 8 men can build a bridge in 12 days. Find the time taken for 6 men to build the same bridge and state the assumption made. So we can say that what we are comparing here is men and days. And we have 8 men who are going to build a bridge in 12 days. We have to find the time taken by the same bridge built by 6 men. What do these arrows indicate? We say that these arrow means that the quantity is increasing upwards. You can see up we have a bigger number, 6 and 8. 8 is bigger than 6, so the arrows goes up. Similarly, if these are inversely proportional to each other, one arrow goes up, definitely the arrow comes down, which means what? This arrowhead will always point at the bigger value. Okay, so if 8 men can build a bridge in 12 days, that means 6 men will take more time to build the same bridge. That means this expected value will be bigger than 12. So the arrow will come down. It will point downwards because here the expected value is supposed to be bigger than 12. Now, we have to write an equation or statement in the form of proportions, and we'll take tail to head rule. That means we are going to write 6 and then 8, then 12, and then x, like this. So 6 is to 8, proportion 12 is to x. This proportion sign can be written as equals to sign. Now we are going to multiply 6 with x, which are extreme values, is equals to 8 into 12. So the equation will look something like this. 6 into x will give you 6x, and 8 into 12 gives you 96. So since we are finding the value of x, we are going to take 6 as the denominator on the other side. So the value of x will be 16. So what we can say that it will take 16 days for 6 men to build the same bridge. Let us look at this question. If x is inversely proportional to y and x is 40 when y is 5, find the value of x when y is 25. And then you have to make a connecting equation that will connect x and y. And then last, find the value of y when x is 400. So let us do the first part. If x is inversely proportional to y, so we can write it as x multiplied by y is equals to k. Now we know that the value of x is 40 and y is 5. So the value of k will be 200. Now let us make a connecting equation. Now connecting equation is made with respect to the value that we are going to find in the next part. Since we have to find the value of y in the next question, we are going to make a connecting equation with respect to y. So since this is our equation, x y is equals to k, and we have to find the value of y, so y will be k upon x. Since we know the value of k as 200, so y will be 200 upon x. Now this gives us our connecting equation. Using this connecting equation, we are going to solve the third part, which is if x is 400, what will be the value of y? Now we know our connecting equation, y is equals to 200 upon x. Let's replace x with 400. So we are going to get half as the value of y, or 0.5. After doing this, pause the video and solve question number 4 by yourself. Exercise 1C, question number 5. 35 workers are employed to complete a construction project in 16 days. Before the project starts, the boss of the company is told that he needs to complete the project in 14 days. Assuming that all workers work on the same rate, how many more workers does he need to employ in order to complete the project on time? So we are comparing men and days, and we know that 35 men can finish the work in 16 days. So if you have to finish the work in 14 days, you need more men. That means this value will be bigger than 35. So the arrow comes down, and here obviously you have a bigger value upwards, so the arrow goes up here. Now we are going to follow tail to head rule. This is the tail, this is the head. So we are going to write 35 is to x proportion 14 is to 16, like this. Now we are going to multiply the extremes is equals to multiply the means, which are the center values. So the equation will look something like this. 14x is equals to 35 times 16. This time I have written the value of x on the left hand side because it is easier for me to find the value of x like this. Since we have to find the value of x, we are going to take 14 as the denominator on the other side. 35 into 16 is 560, and 560 divided by 14 gives you 40. So the statement is that he needs 40 more workers to complete the same project on time. Pause the video and solve question number 6 and question number 7. And if you didn't understand, you may rewind the video and see this question one more time. Once you have finished the question, please resume the video. So this was today's lesson. I hope that you have learned something today. And if you find something difficult, please, you're most welcome to see this video one more time and then start practicing. I hope to see you soon tomorrow at the same time.